guys, it's Sheena from Teton Raptor Center, and I'm here to give you all this week's patient update. Unfortunately, this week we just have too many birds to cover every single one, so this week we're going to cover some of our most recent birds and some of our interesting cases. Let's go ahead and get started. First up this week, I want to highlight the release of Swainson's Hawk 731. This young juvenile bird was returned and reunited back with his siblings and family in Idaho. Moving right along to our current patients, here we have Great Horned Owl 813. This bird came in from Idaho Falls with a humerus fracture in her left wing, as well as some pretty severe soft tissue damage to that wing. She actually had surgery on Wednesday to get the humerus repaired, and that was a success. However, she's not out of the woods yet. The soft tissue damage that she encountered is very severe, and it could lead to a lot of muscle loss. So we're going to give it our best with her, but we're not sure yet if she is going to be able to fly. We're going to have to see down the road how that goes. Next up is Great Horned Owl 84. Unfortunately, this bird still isn't doing the best. You can see, even just looking at him in this photo, his eyes are kind of squinty. He's definitely not as bright and alert as the owl in the previous photo, even though they're the same species. He looks a lot more dull. Not just in color, that's normal, but kind of in his facial expressions. We still have to continue on an emaciation protocol with this bird as he's very thin, very weak. He is getting a liquid tubing diet 3 times a day where we insert a tube down into his stomach and pump him full of good nutrition in an easily digestible manner. Next up is Ferruginous Hawk 82 from Rexburg, Idaho. This is the bird that came in with severe right eye trauma. We ended up having to remove the eye because it was causing him pain and discomfort and would never heal properly. So now that the eye has been removed, once those stitches heal, he is going to be completely pain-free. This bird is doing so well after that surgery. Very bright, very alert, very interested in food. So these are all really good signs that are pointing to a good recovery. Next up this week is our fan favorite. This is Long-Eared Owl 81, and this bird came in from Douglas, Wyoming with a broken left wing. Both the radius and the ulna were fractured, so he ended up having surgery to have that repaired. Surgery went well, and he's healing up in our ICU. Next up is Northern Harrier 730 from Evanston, Wyoming. This bird came in with head and eye trauma after a collision incident, but is healing up really nicely. She actually moved out of the ICU and into the PCU today, so we're really excited for that progress. Next up is American Kestrel 726. This bird also had an eye evisceration surgery. As you can see, he's got the one good eye. This is healing up really nicely. He was kind of sad for a few days after surgery, but has perked up ever since and is back to his normal self. So we're really glad that he's feeling better. Next is Great Horned Owl 77. This bird came from LaBarge, Wyoming, and came in with a broken wing and severe eye trauma. His eye trauma has resolved, and here he is flying in the flight barn for the first time this week. He's looking absolutely amazing. Hopefully we can live prey test him and get him out here in a couple weeks. Last but not least, for the birds we're covering this week is Golden Eagle 76. This bird is pretty much waiting in line for a spot to open up in the flight barn to become available to do some flight conditioning before he heads out for release. Right now we've just got the whole space occupied because it is our busiest season, being summer right now, so everything is occupied, but he will be next in line once we have a space opened up for him. We've just got a great horned owl on one side and then a bunch of several juvenile hawks living together on the other side. All right, that's all we've got for this week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed learning more about our birds. Remember that if you want to do your part to help keep wild birds wild, you can check out our website at tetonraptorcenter.org and make a donation. Bye!